Imagine this. You walk into your room, flip a switch, and instantly, light floods the space. Your AC kicks in, your fridge hums, and your devices begin to charge. But how does electricity travel across entire states to reach your home in a fraction of a second? The truth is a feat of modern engineering. It travels at nearly the speed of light across a massive, synchronized network called the grid. One small failure can trigger a blackout for millions. Electricity doesn't start at the outlet. It begins miles away at diverse power plants across the nation. In the US, we primarily use natural gas, coal, and nuclear energy, along with growing wind and solar farms. Regardless of the fuel, the core principle is the same. Energy is used to spin a massive turbine at incredible speeds. This turbine is connected to a generator. Inside, a heavy rotor wound with copper wire spins within a stator's magnetic field. This process, called electromagnetic induction, forces electrons to move, creating the electrical current we use every day. But creating electricity is only half the battle. Now, we have to move it hundreds of miles without losing all that energy. To do this efficiently, electricity passes through a step-up transformer right at the power plant. This boosts the voltage to extreme levels, sometimes as high as 765,000 volts, to minimize heat loss during its long journey. These high-voltage transmission lines are the superhighways of the grid, carrying power across state lines and through wilderness. By using high voltage, we can push more power through thinner wires, with significantly less resistance and energy waste. As the power nears your city, it's far too dangerous for home use. It must be prepared for the final neighborhood journey. It enters a regional substation. Here, transformers step the voltage down to distribution levels, typically between 7,000 and 13,000 volts. This is also where the grid is monitored and balanced, ensuring that the supply exactly matches the local demand in real time. Now, the electricity travels through distribution lines, the poles you see every day along your streets or buried underground. Near your home, one final transformation happens. A small pole-mounted transformer reduces the voltage one last time. The power is now at a safe 120 and 240 volts, ready to enter your home through the service drop. Before it powers a single light, it passes through your electric meter, which records every watt for your utility bill. From the meter, power flows into the main breaker panel, the complex brain of your home's electrical system. This panel divides the power into individual circuits, each protected by a breaker designed to prevent fires from overloads. Safety is paramount. If a circuit draws too much current, the breaker instantly flips to off to protect your wiring and your home. In wet areas like kitchens, GFCI outlets monitor the flow of electricity and cut power in milliseconds if they detect a leak. A dedicated grounding system provides a safe path for stray electricity to travel into the earth instead of through you. Most US homes use split-phase power. Large appliances like your dryer use 240 volts by pulling from both hot lines. Standard outlets use just one hot line and a neutral to provide 120 volts for your everyday electronics. In the US, this electricity is alternating current, or AC, pulsing back and forth 60 times every single second. While appliances love AC, your sensitive electronics need direct current, or DC, which is why your chargers contain small converters. The most shocking truth? Electricity cannot be easily stored at scale. It is produced and delivered exactly when you need it. The very electron powering your computer right now was likely generated just seconds ago, miles away, in a perfect balance of physics and engineering. So next time you flip that switch, remember the incredible journey that happens in a heartbeat. If you found this shocking, like and subscribe to How Things Works Inside. Comment below on what we should explore next.